Bryan, MJ Live. Thanks for your patience. I appreciate it.
No worries.
All right, folks, Bryan Stern, Gray Bull Rescue. We had him in the studio just after Helene because in my neighborhood in South Tampa, we had a horrific house fire, which has been attributed to a Tesla Model S Plaid just turning into a freaking blowtorch in the salt water and burning this beautiful home to the ground, the home of Mike Murphy from Murphy Auto Group. And he was out of town on the West Coast on business, and his wife and two kids, 5-month-old, I think, and a 5-year-old and an 18-month-old. They had to flee to the neighbor's house. The neighbor's house was in danger of going up. Anyway, Tampa Fire and Rescue tried like hell to get into the neighborhood, but you had 4 feet of water. I mean, they couldn't get into the streets with the fire equipment. So they fled to a neighbor, and Mike knows Gray Bull Rescue, knows Bryan, and got a hold of them at 3 in the morning, and they came to South Tampa with boats to come rescue the Murphy family and then the next-door neighbor, the McElwains. And a remarkable story that we had after Helene. And now, Bryan, we've got a part 2 with Hurricane Milton.
Yeah, well, actually, MJ, we got part 4. Since the fire and Hurricane Helene, the team has since deployed to North Carolina and Beirut, Lebanon to rescue Americans, and now Milton. So we've had an extremely busy 15, 16 days.
All right, let's talk about all the local operations from
Sure.
Wednesday night into Thursday morning when Milton struck. Let's talk about the local operations. Can you give us an assessment?
Yeah, we conducted. We've actually conducted so many rescues and operations. Our stats are still coming in. We're still kind of compiling. We had teams all over the place. We were at Fowler and 15th, working, pulling people out of the flood zones. We were working in Pasco. We had cutting teams all over the place, from Sarasota up to Tampa and through St. Pete. I think we rescued 60, 70 people, give or take, maybe 80.
Yeah.
80 is probably on the higher end.
And you're working independently of local law enforcement, or you're working side by side in some cases with local law enforcement?
We do both. The reality is when a flood happens in a neighborhood, let's say there's 200 homes and each home has 4 people in it, let's say, it's 800 people. The local law enforcement, Florida Fish and Wildlife, Tampa PD, HCSO, there's only so many boats to go around. So very often we'll be, with them, near them, and we all kind of help each other out. I mean, that's what's really great, about what we do. Gray Bull Rescue, we can operate independently. We do our own thing, as we saw with the Mike Murphy fire.
Yep.
And we also can augment and supplement resources to the local authorities when people need help and when people are dying. That's not the time to say, well, my jurisdiction, your jurisdiction, we don't need, if only we had 5 extra boats, and I could say, well, I have extra boats. They don't turn us away.
All right, now, Bryan, as far as the local assets and team members in the aftermath of Milton, how many actual people did you have working locally with all these different units you deployed?
All in, we were at 30-something, I think. We had it deployed in the field during the time of Milton.
Wow.
One way or the other, either cutting teams. We did water distribution, partnered with Walmart on Del Mabry, giving out water. Walmart was kind enough to donate almost 20 pallets of water.
Wow.
That was really needed. So I sent a team to Walmart to distribute all the water, and we tried to promote it. We gave away every drop of it, which was awesome. We did, so we had all kinds of things. We were on airboats. We were on Sherman, our amphibious assault mini tank thing that you see on TV, fishing people out of underprivileged neighborhoods. Councilman Luis Vieira had contacted us through a really good friend, Jay Collins.
Yep, Senator Collins.
Yep, one of my dearest friends. There was a neighborhood in North Tampa that was absolutely under duress, completely flooded. We partnered. They reached out to us. We responded, got all these people out. Councilman Luis Vieira was able to, and us, we were able to get buses. He was able to line up shelter for them, so we were fishing people out of the water there. All kinds of stuff. We had a lot of things. We had an airboat driving around, picking people out of neighborhoods, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. We were very, very, very busy. We've been wet. We've been in the water every day since day one of Milton. So
amazing.
Yeah, we've been extremely busy doing our own thing, where people would call us and ask for help, and then also in places where the local authorities hadn't gotten to yet, or their resources were strained also, and we were able to partner with them and do stuff. Pasco County, Hillsborough County, all over the Manatee County, all over the place.
I want to give out the organization website. You guys are privately funded. You're a nonprofit, a 501c3. This is Gray Bull Rescue. So on top of the great men and women of local law enforcement and fire and rescue and the National Guard, this is a private organization. They provide rescue all across the country in natural disasters. Also, they're extracting endangered Americans around the world in hot spots like Lebanon. Bryan, just a week ago, was in Beirut, Lebanon, extracting Americans because of the tensions between, Hezbollah and Hamas and Israel. So amazing. It's the website is graybullrescue.org. Yes.
Yeah. GraybullRescue.org is our website. That's where you can go to ask for help. That's where you can go to give help.
Yep.
We need help badly. Today marks the anniversary. If we remember, 1 year ago today, my team and I led the operation with Governor DeSantis. That was the largest private rescue of Americans in American history from the war zone in Israel. That was 1 year ago today.
Wow.
Right?
GrayBullRescue.org. You can get help there and give help. GrayBullRescue.org. Bryan, it's great to meet you about 10 days ago, and thank you, buddy. And we want to become more active with your organization as well. GrayBullRescue.com, GrayBullRescue.org.
.org. And if I can, MJ, real fast, just big shout out to some of our major donors this week. Papa Construction, UDC USA, Premium Utility Construction, my good friend Jake Meeks, HCSO is awesome, Tampa PD, Pasco County Sheriff's, Murphy Auto Group, our friend Mike Murphy, Bakemore Pies, NSPR, and of course Walmart. All these groups came together this week to help us save lives this week. Can't thank them enough. Cannot thank them enough.
Thank you,
We
Bryan.
gave out 40 generators this week were given out as a result of Premium Utility Construction. 40 generators.
Impressive.
Okay?
Bryan Stern, GrayBullRescue.org. Bryan, we'll be in touch. We're going to have you on again, okay?
Thanks, MJ. Talk to you.
Thank you. All right.
Wow.
Donate.
What an amazing organization.
Really.
Yeah, it really is.
And he's, former Special Forces. He's got Navy SEALs. He's got the Rangers. All kinds of military, and volunteers that operate these rescue missions. Give some money to them, folks. GrayBullRescue.org. And I want to, have this morning show become more of a greater part with their organization as well.